It is a few minutes to 4 o'clock East African time. I trust you're having yourself a wonderful day. Welcome to News Now right here on TV47, the home of untold stories. My name is George Maringa. Here is a look at some of the top stories making headlines at this hour. Kenya National Private Security Workers Union is calling on the immediate implementation of the minimum salary for security officers across the country as gazetted by the regulatory authority.
Kari yeyote yule anauliza tu pesa hii ni lini?
The Pearl of Nairobi Uhuru Park, which has been under military control during its extensive renovations, has now been handed over to the Nairobi County government.
Every activity within the park is back to the county government of Nairobi.
And missing officer David Chesire, who was lost during a freak flood accident a few weeks ago, is yet to be found. His distraught kin seeking answers from the state. We thank you for choosing TV47 to inform you. I'm at George Maringa _ across the social media platforms. A multi-agency team is back to the country bus station in Nairobi for another search effort to find a police officer who went missing last month. The officer was swept away by raging floods while effecting the rescue of 4 people trapped by the flash floods. The officer, David Chesire, from Kamukunji Police Station, was in the company of his colleagues when they came across 3 women and a child trapped in one of the stalls where a concrete slab had caved in. Here are the sights and sounds from that harrowing exercise that is still ongoing.
Majina naitwa Elizabeth Chesire. Mimi ni mama mzazi wa David Kibet Chesire. Tangu mtoto wangu apote, nimekuwa na huzuni nyingi sana. Kama nikajiuliza Mungu, kwani nilikukosea nini? Lakini yote ni mapenzi ya Mungu. Hakuna kitu nitasema. Kitu nilikuwa nataka tu ni mtoto wangu apatikane, tumpe heshima zake. Nilikuwa naomba tu nisaidiwe tu mtoto wangu apatikane, na akipatikana nitarudishia Mungu shukrani. Nimekuwa na huzuni mingi sana, nimehangaika sana, lakini yote najua Mungu atanilipia. Kwa ajili kijana wangu alikuwa na roho mzuri, hata venye alirudi, venye naambiwa statement, alirudi tu akiwa na roho mzuri kusaidia mali, na alikuwa ameokoa maisha.
Kitu ningependa tu, kwa sababu hiyo kijana wangu alikuwa anafanya kazi mzuri ya serikali, alifanya kazi mzuri, akaokoa mwananchi. Ningependa tu serikali atupe nguvu kidogo, aongeze bali imefikia, tuone kama nipate nafasi ya kushika mtoto yangu.
We have been here for the last 4 weeks, searching for the body of one of our colleagues who was swept away while rescuing people during floods. And we have made various efforts. We have applied various techniques of search and rescue, and today we are again at the primary point where the officer was swept away. We just want to be sure that we have done what it takes to ensure that we recover the body. So far, up to today, we have not recovered the body, but we have been relying on intelligence, we have been relying on our search techniques, and hopefully we are going to find the body.
The Kenya National Private Security Workers Union is calling on the immediate implementation of the minimum salary for security officers across the country as gazetted by the regulatory authority. Now, KNPSWU branch officials who met in Nairobi also want dialogue between Private Security Regulatory Authority PSRA CEO Fazul Mohammed, the Ministry of Labour and Central Organization of Trade Unions Secretary General Francis Atwoli, in order to review cessation of members' monthly contributions as directed by PSRA. At the same time, the union has lashed out at a proposed motion in Parliament, which, if adopted, will introduce a term limit for all union officials in Kenya, saying it is not important.
Ningependa niseme ya kwamba sisi tunataka tuulize ofisi yetu ya my boss Dr. Francis Atwoli. Amechukua muda wake pia kufight mambo ya workers katika nchi ya Kenya, na hiyo mambo haina dispute. Hatutaki tuende kwa mambo ya public at the expense of addressing the concerns of the workers. Lisa yule mbunge mwenye anaenda parliament kuanza kuinterfere na mambo ya arrangement ya unions. Ametumwa na nani? Because hata baba hajaongea. Hata wengine wajaongea. Na yeye katibu Atwoli alikuwa na support yako mambo ya nini? Kari yeyote yule anauliza tu pesa hii ni lini?
Is it being effected? If it's not now, when? So it is now. Comrades? Power. Comrades?
Power.
Information, Communication and Digital Economy Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo now says that the public and private sectors should collaborate in the implementation of laws and policies for safeguarding digital infrastructure in the country. Speaking during the opening of a two-day conference on exploring impact of digital technology on health and education, Owalo has lauded Aga Khan University for embracing and encouraging digital conversations and digital learning.
Few days before we hold a continental summit to discuss matters ICT, the Connected Africa Summit, we have re-engineered our model through a partnership between our ministry and the Kenya Power and Lighting Company, where we are now going to leverage on the existing infrastructure of the Kenya Power and Lighting Company to roll out the fiber.
Digital transformation is about empowering people and empowering companies and organizations. Digital transformation will be achieved when people and organizations have the ability to use information technology to its greatest value and to achieve their goals.
We're looking for all the discussions and amazing support. With the amazing support from the government, we are hoping that we will come up with suggestions by the end of tomorrow, which we can present for your consideration for the implementation of the country.
Police in Kakamega are investigating an incident where the body of a middle-aged man was found behind the lands offices in the Kakamega County Commissioner's premises this afternoon. According to the staff at the offices, the body was discovered by one of the citizens who had gone for a short call behind the offices before bumping into a body. The deceased was said to be clutching a pair of pliers in his hand. The usual activities at the premises were halted for a while, some speculating that the deceased may have been electrocuted while trying to steal electric cables using the pliers. OCPD Kakamega Central Valerian Obore confirmed the incident, saying that they have commenced investigations to ascertain the identity of the deceased.
Karibu siku 2-3 hivi ananuka, inzi zimejaa mpaka tunashangaa watu wako ndani next kwa dirisha. Hiyo harufu haifikia hata wale wako ndani kwa ofisi. Vijana wadogo kuuawa hivi ama kujiua, siwezi jua ni nini imeua, lakini nimeshangazwa. Sisi tumeshikwa na butwa sababu ili jambo linaweza tendeka aje kwa serikali. Sasa sisi huku nje tutakuwa namna gani?
Kitu tumeshangaa zaidi, mwili kupatikana kwa ofisi ya kwa DC. Tumeshangaa zaidi, mwili imekaa hapo paka inzi zimeanza mwili imeanza kunuka. Na maaskari wako hapo, askari hata wako kwa gate. Ni karibu ni kwa dirisha ya ofisi. Tunashangaa zaidi bila hiyo ofisi, bila wanafungua hiyo ofisi, hiyo dirisha. Waezi angalia yako nini yenye kwa hapo chini?
Hii ni ofisi ya serikali. Na hata ukiangalia unajua ni ofisi ya serikali. Ni kama hata afadhali mochari. Surely hata afadhali ni moja. Afadhali hizi vitu zibomolewe zote, tujue hakuna ofisi hapa. Ukiingia zimejaa, mafi iko ndani. Watu yani kama barabara, watu wanapita tu. So itakuwa tu story ya watu kuuawa na kutupwa ndani kama mocha.
Hii njia ya milimani huku kama wanaweza eka security nzuri ili wajaribu kureinforce, kwa sababu hata usiku kupita maeneo hii ni mahali pabaya sana.
With the rising number of unemployed youth, many youth in Njoro Sub-County, Nakuru County are now turning to online jobs after undergoing a comprehensive training that is offered through the Ajira digital program, targeting to equip the youth with key digital skills and expertise needed to thrive in the rapidly evolving digital economy, as Chichi Josephine now tells us.
Launched by former ICT Cabinet Secretary Joe Musheru in 2016, Ajira was aimed at creating job opportunities, with the government promising to connect 1 million young people to well-paying online jobs. According to Ruben Kiprono, a businessman who does data entry, transcription, virtual assistance and digital marketing, the platform has helped him market his boda job as well as write articles online.
I do online marketing through the training that I learned in Ajira Empowerment Center. I do 3 things. I market my boda. I have a boda, and therefore I posted my service online that I am located somewhere. I can drive you from a certain place to a certain place. And in a span of 1 week, I realized I have even almost 15 customers. In a day, I can ride people from my destination, my location, to different destinations, almost 25 customers in a day. Another package that I learned is virtual assistant. And as I speak now, I do writing, and I do writing at night, because daytime we are busy with boda around.
Beyond this, the program seeks to engage young people to reduce idleness, which may lead to crime.
It has an impact in my life because I'm not idle. I'm not involving myself into immoral activities out there. I'm able to catch some of my friends to come and even raise, to come and earn.
We've enabled to train the youths who might have been engaged in crime activities, in maybe alcoholism, and they are now having a home where they can come and train, get mentorship, and at the end of the day, they get a pay.
The Ajira Digital Youth Empowerment Center manager in Njoro Sub-County, Roticho Bernard, said that more than 1,371 youths have so far been trained on online working, with a number of them currently undergoing mentorship.
So the total success stories from my center, I've talked about 1,371, of which I have they are daily coming to the center. Some of them are coming to work. Those who haven't purchased, maybe they are getting the opportunity of coming to center to enjoy the internet and the machine.
The government program further seeks to raise the profile of digital work through mentorship and collaborative learning approach to finding digital work, and promote Kenya as a destination for online workers.
So we have a center. So I want also maybe to thank the ministry through our member of parliament and Immobilis, both for ensuring that we have a center equipped with computers, high-end computers and internet that enables these youths to compete globally by providing their skills they get from the training to get a living.
Chichi Josephine, TV47.
Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has today handed over Uhuru Park to Nairobi County Government after renovation by the Defense Ministry. Speaking during the official handover, Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja noted that Uhuru Park holds a special place in the heart of Nairobians and visitors, adding that Uhuru Park stands not only as a recreational space, but also as a symbol of Nairobi city resilience, unity and commitment in preserving Kenya's national heritage. Furthermore, Governor Sakaja stated that some of the facilities that will be erected in the park include restaurants, entertainment joints and conference centers that will be built through partnerships with the private sector.
That we would not want to see happening, But all of that is a decision of the county government. I think from today, once this is handed over, all operations of Uhuru Park, every activity within the park is back to the county government of Nairobi, because there is no transfer of functions. It is all back to the people of the city. What we have over the next 9 months that we want to sign is a technical, because there's still works of around how much, I think $500 million that we've seen that need to be concluded. We want, and that work will be financed mainly by the county government.
Governor, we are very proud, and I'm sure it's under your leadership that this was achieved, and the people of Nairobi and even generations to come, they will say, this park was done not by KDF. This park was done during Governor Sakaja's leadership.
A research conducted from 11th to 18th March 2024 by Polytrack Africa and the Star Leaders Awards released a new report indicating that Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kitui Kindiki has topped a list of top-performing cabinet secretaries, followed closely by his agriculture counterpart Mithika Linturi, with the pollster attributing changes in the agriculture sector, such as digitization, as a key driver for growth, especially in farming. Cooperatives Cabinet Secretary Simon Chelugui was number 3, with Trade and Investment Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano emerging 4th best and only lady in the top 5 category.
Let us collectively reaffirm our commitment to the fostering accountable leadership, driving societal progress, and honoring the collective voice of the Kenyan populace.
This gathering celebrates the pinnacle of excellence in leadership, recognizing those individuals who have not only excelled in their respective fields, but have also demonstrated outstanding commitment to their communities and societies at large.
Leadership is not an opportunity to enrich yourself, but leadership is an opportunity to make a difference to the people that you lead.
It's my second term, and I promised my people that I'll put them in a map of Kenya on development issues, and I'm happy today that we are being honored and gifted these awards because of development issues in our respective constituencies.
Kitui Governor Julius Malombe has refuted recent claims by the Controller of Budget, Margaret Nyakango, labeling Kitui County as the top spender on the wage bill among Kenyan counties. Speaking after a consultative meeting between the county executive and the county assembly in Mutomo Town, Kitui South, Governor Malombe dismissed the Controller of Budget's assertions as inaccurate, stressing that they distort the fiscal reality of the county. Malombe noted that the county government of Kitui has so far spent 4 billion shillings on payment of staff salaries against the financial year 2023-2024 approved budget of 14.257 billion Kenya shillings, which accounts for 28% of the total budget as opposed to the 75% reported by the Controller of Budget. His sentiments were echoed by County Assembly Speaker Kevin Katisia, who said the report could erode public trust in the county government's commitment to effective governance.
Nothing could be further from the truth. To put the record straight, it should be clear to all and sundry that the Kitui County budget for the 2023-2024 financial year amounts to 14 billion.24, which compared it to 5.39 billion, which is at 8%, goes to personnel emoluments, which is salaries, and 3.8 billion, which is 24%, goes for operations and maintenance, and 5.3 billion is, or 38% is the one which was set aside for development.
I want to support what our governor has said and ask the Controller of Budget and also the Office of the Auditor General to check again on their records, because what they are doing, they are issuing alarming and misleading statements to the public. I don't know their intention. I hope they are being genuine, because they are destroying our image in our people. We can even call that defamation.
Nairobi County Deputy Governor James Mushiri has lauded multinational footwear company BAMBA for creating employment opportunities while embracing investment opportunities in Nairobi. Speaking at the reopening of one of the company branches, Mushiri assured investors that Nairobi County is aimed at ensuring the safety and security of investors in the city, further encouraging manufacturers to use raw materials from within the country.
In the leadership of Nairobi City County are committed to supporting business. We are committed to making businesses work. And one of the things that we have done to ensure that business work is reducing or simplifying the licensing regime. So in the past, you used to get a number of permits and licenses from us. Since the beginning of this year, we have created what we call a unified business permit, which is a one-stop license that you pay for you to be able to operate your businesses.
I think it's a wonderful way for us to show our commitment to the city, is that we are going to keep expanding our footprint here. We have received a lot of love in Kenya and in Nairobi. This store is one of our oldest stores in the world. We care a lot about it.
90% of the products sold in Kenya are produced in our state-of-the-art factory in Limuru, which employs over 3,000 Kenyans. You can imagine, with over 3,000 Kenyans, how many supporting direct or indirect families those are. So we are committed to Kenya, and that is why we are strong in Buy Kenya, Build Kenya.
Let's get sporty. The Ruiru Sports Club will on Saturday play host to the 2024 NCBA Golf Series, marking the fourth installment of the series calendar that commenced in early March this year. Over 200 golfers will converge on the Par 72 course, with the first group set to tee off starting as early as 7 a.m. They will be vying for coveted slots at the series grand finale to be held later this year at the Muthaiga Golf Club. The Ruiru leg follows the third leg of the series held on April 6th at the Eldoret Sports Club, where home player James Chirchir carded a round of 41 points to claim victory in the Division 1 category, shrugging off stiff competition from fellow clubmate James Komen, whose final tally of 38 points secured him the runner-up position in the ladies category. Miriam Wanjiko, playing off handicap of 12, clinched victory with a final score of 36 points. Coming in second was Grace Mary Carrera with an impressive score of 36 points. President William Ruto earlier today flagged off Team Kenya, which will participate in the International Schools Sports Federation World Cross Country Championship. The head of state handed the flag to the under-18 squad of boys and girls at State Lodge Sagana in Nyeri County. The competition, which has attracted athletes from 20 countries, will be held at Ngong Race Course in Nairobi County from the 9th to the 14th of May. Also in attendance was First Lady Rachel Ruto, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu.
This team selected, you said in Nakuru?
Yeah, Nakuru tribes.
in Nakuru Trials has given us the best team. Asanteni sana to the teams, the coaches, the officials. Congratulations for doing this for our children. We know it takes effort, it takes sacrifice, it takes a lot of determination to put together a team, and your support to these young ones, to our children, is greatly appreciated by me and by the government and by their parents as well. Continue to do the good that you're doing for our children so that we can keep Kenya in the place that we all believe Kenya should be, in the League of Champions.
Kenya basketball sensation Medina Okoth's dream of playing professional basketball in the United States has received a major boost following her signing by the Mississippi State women's basketball team. The 19-year-old has caught the eye for her stellar performances in Kenya and Africa and will now be showcasing her skills in the U.S., where she will start her college career in Starkville, Mississippi from the 2024-2025. She is a great career move. It is a great career move for Okoth, which comes after she guided KPA to a second-place finish in the Africa Women's Basketball League last year, where she made the team of the tournament, having started 2023 by featuring in one of the grandest basketball stages, the inaugural Women's Nike Hoop Summit, the only African player to make the World Select Women's Team roster. Now to some breaking news. News just in is that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet. A Kenya Defence Forces chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet County, and that is a developing story that we'll continue to follow for you. That you now know that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet. More details on this developing story will be coming your way, and we shall be also informing you on the updates as soon as we receive more information. Just to recap on the breaking news that we have is the KDF helicopter, a Kenya Defence Forces chopper, has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet County. We shall be providing you details soon and when we get them. News just in is that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet County. What you're getting here at TV47 is that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet County, and details of that specific incident in this breaking and developing story will be coming your way in our subsequent bulletins, and we shall continue to inform you at the time, or rather soon and as when we get them. We are following up on this specific story because it is news just getting to our desk right now over that crash that involves a KDF chopper. We shall also be getting you details of the type of aircraft that it was, but what we know right now is that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet County. As of the occupants and other details, those that will be coming your way when we get them. Of course, we will be breaking the news to you when we get official details and confirmations, just to ensure that you're up to speed with what's making headlines, especially in the world of breaking news. You now know that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet County, and we shall be endeavoring to get you more details to inform you in subsequent bulletins, as well as in our 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. bulletins, and of course, updates that will be coming your way even as normal programming continues. Now, the KDF, of course, is the Kenya Defence Forces, which we have learned that a KDF chopper has crashed, and we shall be getting you more details and information as soon as it comes our way right here on TV47. And just to inform you once again is that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet, We still are trying to get you more details of that specific crash as we wait for official details and a statement from the Kenya Defence Forces, of course, as we continue to inform you that the chopper accident, the crash that happened in Elgeyo-Marakwet County took place this afternoon, and we shall be also getting you more details as to what happened, or rather what has happened since that crash occurred, especially on this Thursday, the 18th of April in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. Remember that it is important that we ensure and we make sure that we give you accurate details to also avoid speculation of any kind. But what we do know as of now is that a chopper has crashed belonging to the Kenya Defence Forces, that is KDF, and we shall be getting you more details. And even as our teams of experienced journalists, reporters, as well as editors will be endeavoring to get you details of that story, and that we shall be keeping you updated. And information just coming in is that we're told that senior officials in the Kenya Defence Forces, that is the KDF, were on board the ill-fated chopper that crashed in Elgeyo-Marakwet County, and we have been informed that among the occupants were senior officials of the KDF, that is the Kenya Defence Forces, especially on that ill-fated incident, that is the crash of the helicopter of the KDF, that is the Kenya Defence Forces. We thank you for staying with TV47 right here on News Now, as we continue to get you more details of that breaking news, that developing story of that aircraft, that chopper, the helicopter belonging to the Kenya Defence Forces, the KDF, that crashed this afternoon in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. And so far, what also we've been able to identify and confirm for you is that senior officials in the Kenya Defence Forces were on board the ill-fated chopper. We are still trying to get you more details, especially on that incident, and we shall keep you updated as soon as we receive more information in our side. Of course, as we try to, as mentioned earlier, to get you more accurate details and more information regarding this developing story. The KDF, that is the Kenya Defence Forces, chopper crashed this afternoon in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. Even as we continue to get more details that are coming in, is that senior members, or the senior officials of the KDF, that is the Kenya Defence Forces, were on board the ill-fated aircraft. And of course, this raising the number of aircraft crashes, especially for the KDF, in the last few months. And we shall also be bringing you more details, especially on this specific incident that has happened in Elgeyo-Marakwet County, of the developing story that we have received this afternoon of the crash of the KDF chopper, that is the Kenya Defence Forces chopper, that occurred this afternoon in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. Elgeyo-Marakwet County, of course, which is 7 hours and 38 minutes from Nairobi City County. The weather right now is just about 18 degrees Celsius, that is in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. And more details of that specific incident will be coming your way, and it is that a KDF chopper has crashed in Elgeyo-Marakwet County with an unknown number of people. However, what we can confirm is that there have been senior members of the Kenya Defence Forces who were involved in that particular incident that has occurred in Elgeyo-Marakwet County. Of course, these are details that we shall be getting you more details, to inform you as well as of the incident that took place, especially in the county of Elgeyo Marakwet. We shall also be getting you details of the officials of the KDF who were in that specific aircraft. We are yet to still get details of that specific aircraft, the kind that it was. Remember, choppers are of different kinds, and of course we shall also be informing you of what the mission was and why there was a contingent of officials heading to Elgeyo Marakwet, or where the chopper was heading to. But what we can confirm now is that we have officials of the KDF who were on board that ill-fated chopper of the Kenya Defence Forces. Just one more time to inform you of that helicopter crash of the Kenya Defence Forces that has occurred this afternoon, and details of that and much more, including the specific details of the officials who were involved in that ill-fated accident, an ill-fated crash in Elgeyo Marakwet, will be coming your way in our subsequent bulletins, as well as updates as normal programming continues.